Can't believe he's good with this me.
Yeah, I've got half proficiency with it, so that's good.
Yo, let's run it.
So I think we're gonna. You all get a long rest, and you're all up to level 4 now, which you guys have all done already. Don't mind me looking down. By the way, I'm just scrolling through my favorite Instagram page to see if there's any um, uncommon weapons that might be a little bit more tasty than the obvious. Uh, yeah. Um, so you guys all get your long rest, and you guys all meet in like there was the room that you guys had. You guys were at a nicer hotel. You guys didn't catch the name of it, but a nicer inn within within Stilben. And in the morning, a human brings up a
Continental breakfast.
yes, which it's a it's manageable. It's a very manageable meal. I mean, it's enough, and there's enough there that you guys could take some for later. So like it's a meal now, and if you guys want to snack or sneak some in your pack, it's also not the most perishable of items.
Okay. I'll take it with me. I'm gonna eat a half breakfast.
Yeah, take some of the dried fruit and meat or whatnot, bread, hard cheese.
Exactly.
Mm.
And and as she brings that in, and you are presented with this, Nazem sits down and he just goes, "Well, you have my attention. You have a means of getting a hold of me should you need anything. And now, I guess, before I take my leave, my question to you is, are there any, do you have any questions for me before I leave?"
I raised my hand.
Yes.
So you're studying magical items, right?
Yes.
Artifacts. Do I count as a magical item?
Depends how you're being utilized.
All right, I'll take it. And I wink very slyly.
And if you could imagine a dragon blushing, this dragonborn would be blushing.
Um, so like out of character, I believe we get to ask him for information or
Yes.
something. Did we or can we ask him like kind of point blank, like, do you know anything about the Scott? Is there any sort of information that we can kind of guide us in the direction of how or what we should do next instead of, just the option to do some side quests, I guess?
You can, and I'm assuming you guys tell him about Scott.
Yeah, give them the
Okay.
story about like what's gone on to us and how we want to.
Uh, Let me ask you this: how long are you guys going to be in town? Do I have a few hours to send informants around?
Oh, I'm sure we can make that much time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Give me a better part of the day until at least the afternoon, if not evening time. Maybe we meet up for dinner as he looks up at all of you, and I will get all the information I can between now and then.
I don't know about you guys. That's probably good enough, I guess. I mean, that
Yeah.
gives us time to go and go
So,
shopping.
Peruse.
talk to Agrek and see when he's gonna leave.
Yeah. See if he has a schedule or like if there's a
Plan or
planned
anything.
route that he has to take. Mhm.
All right. Oh, one thing for you, Kibley.
Yes.
This adorable. Do you say her name was Peril?
Baxi. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
This adorable dog you have. Did you say her name
Oh,
is Peril?
yes, Peril. This is Peril. Why, does she
Um,
like you too?
oh, she does. But I want to show you, in the future, if there's certain things that you wish to have done, or certain things, much like and points over at Saber's magical sword, much like uh, these melee combatants can go and pick up magical weapons and just buy them at the shop. She can have her weapons of sort as he kind of like tickles at her teeth. But you have to go to a different type of shop, and you see him like pull a green gem out of his pocket, and he rubs it across her teeth and goes down her throat towards the underside of her belly, and you see in between the scales and whatnot, like starting down towards her lungs, rippling up this like neon green glow in between all of them up to her mouth. Now you can utilize the breath weapon that's on her sheet.
All right.
Get someone with
Nice.
arcane abilities and to give her your pet's different minor enchantments.
Is
Um,
that just are you saying like from a mechanical standpoint would I be able to swap out the breath weapon, or are you just saying that
no,
like there's different
I'm
options, or
I'm saying if you want to get her like upgraded to say like how you're currently the base weapon is I believe a short sword for her bite attack. You can
yeah, you did it as a short sword 1d6, yeah.
if you want to get say short sword plus one, mechanically that's what you would be getting, but for the purpose of narratives,
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of just going to a shop and buying a plus one short sword, you're going to have to go find someone trained in the arcane arts to enchant her jaw to give her the
Okay.
ability to do magical damage and whatnot.
All right. Okay, so it'll function more or less just like buying a weapon.
Correct. You
All right.
just narratively speaking, you have to go find
Yeah, yeah.
someone else. So, just something to know. I am going to get to work doing what I do, and I'll look forward to hearing about your day at the end of it.
Can we ask him where some good shops are to find special weapons are?
Um, Melanie's. Melanie's Melanie's specifically weapons. You said
Um, yeah, weapons, potions, like stuff we might need on an adventure.
specifically weapons. You want to go to Melanie's enchanted melee enhancements. Um, be careful though. Do not look her in the eye. She is. She can very quickly consume a man's being. Quite enthralling.
Would she by chance be a succubus?
She's not a succubus.
Hmm.
Um,
Nazem, I really gotta teach you how to land jokes better. That's okay. It's adorable when you do that.
let's see. Also, there is the shops really don't have names here because uh, anytime people try to put, let's see, there's a shop down by the docks. Oh, what is it? Captain Grewal's. Captain Grewal's provisions. Uh, there is an old he's an old salty sea dog. He's a half orc, so he's not the most. You really shouldn't trifle with him too bad, as he has seen. He's been around a time or two, he he definitely in his retirement has taken to making the wares for everyone. So if you're looking for provisions, potions, and whatnot, he would be the one to talk to. So, any other further questions?
I was gonna say, should we look for like armor or anything?
Would that be at the weapon shop? Like to
Oh,
be able to get.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
our
Okay.
armor would be at the weapon shop.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Right. Oh.
Thing that's
So, are
plenty
there
to go
any
on. Oh, sorry.
taverns?
Ooh.
Are we at the best tavern? Or forgot.
At the
Yeah.
best tavern.
The best tavern.
Are there any good local taverns?
Oh, well.
This one wasn't fancy enough?
I'm just asking if there are any others. Just
Well,
inquiring.
the Cinder Swig is quite wonderful. Um, it's the one with the red dragon hanging above it, and and let's see. Now, Percy's Ale is also a wonderful one to go to.
Hmm.
It's simple but effective.
All right. Thank you. Just a few spots to keep in mind.
All right. I suppose we should get on with all the shopping and bullshitology for today. Unless you guys have anything else to ask, but
I am set to go.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I'm all good.
All right. Well, I wish you well.
oh, we'll see you later. I mean, I will.
All right. So you guys head down to.
Just kidding. Psych.
See you next week. Tom, was Wintermoon there? Can I?
For the crossbow heavy.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
he's
back.
moving. Oh,
Sorry about that.
are you back?
I'm back.
Was Wintermoon there? Can I say I gave her the heavy crossbow?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove that from my inventory. So Wintermoon now has the crossbow heavy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, I didn't get any bullets with it, but I'm sure you can figure that part out.
I certainly will.
Battery's not included. Sorry.
Fair enough, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm. All right, let's not make too much of a scene over this.
Okay, well, fair enough. And she like puts it over her side, so like kind of like how you see like in the Master Chief cutscenes with the gun just like
Yeah,
Clearing.
she's like so you see like the handle sticking out. All right. Well, down to the docks then. And you guys all head down to the docks, and there is a not
Real,
yes.
may I interrupt? Sorry.
So
Um, I have a question about the previous night. I just thought about this. That did we all see our characters? Did we all see the bowman on the rooftop?
no, just Saber. Wait, was it
Oh,
Saber
okay.
that got the look? Oh, there was only one of you guys that actually saw.
Okay. I can't remember who it was. That's my fault. All right, never mind then. I apologize for interrupting.
No, you're good, man. But only one of you actually saw the Bowman before they scooted. You you guys get down, and I don't want to say the person looks. This human comes up to you guys, red hair, male, kind of scruffy beard, and he goes, "Hey, uh, is this your ship?"
I'm assuming it is ours, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Gonna say,
I just wanted to make sure. Like, all right, that's probably a dumb question, but like, we are we are actually at our boat. Okay.
I mean, we could try sailing somebody else's boat if we wanted to.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are we that evil?
Uh. Huh.
You guys only paid for the night, so what are you doing with this boat today?
It's our boat. We parked it here. Remember we went over this last time. You talked to Wintermoon. That's how this
Yes,
whole thing went down.
yes, you paid for one night, and now it either moves or you pay
No,
for more nights.
no, there was more nights involved in that. We have diplomatic privileges. If you don't remember, I'm pretty sure we had this conversation. Do you have a supervisor or a manager or somebody? Because I feel like we're talking in circles here.
Someone
We
shut
went
the
over
cat
this.
up, or you forfeit your boat.
Forfeit our
Is
boat.
there any way we could just sell it?
Pulls out a ledger. We can give you 1,500 gold now.
Psh, I'm insulted, frankly. Have you seen the detail work that's been done to this ship here? 1,500. Yeah, this is why we need to speak to somebody who's actually in charge here.
How
Give me a
much
moment.
would be appropriate
Oh, never mind then.
for you?
Well, considering the amount of considering the low mileage on this here, I think you'll see that you are highly lowballing us.
Yes, I know. You just asked me to buy your ship outright, right now, at the dock. Yes, I'm lowballing you.
Is
How
this
much?
is this
How about if you give us the day, and if we don't sell it to someone else, we take the 1,500 and it's yours.
Well, if that's what you wish to do, are you under
15 15's too low. If we make that deal, you got to give us at least 22.
22?
Yes, 22.
Roll persuasion check.
11. Every fucking time I'm rolling low with this shit.
I like how no one stepped in to help you either.
I was gonna say no. I was gonna ask. I didn't want to interrupt. I was gonna ask if I could jump in and say, listen, we've gone through the trouble of clearing out the monsters from the ship. Is there any way we've cleared it? It's a perfectly fine ship. There's no threats. And as Kibley did say, it has
Yes.
low mileage.
There's no more mimics on it too, unless you want to go and find out
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Be my guest.
Ghibli, you can roll your second persuasion. Let me just double check something before you roll. No, she does not have that cantrip. Never mind. I was just checking to see if Wintermoon had guidance, but she does not.
Do I have that yet? Let me just check real quick. Inspiration. Doesn't apply there. Doesn't apply there.
Do you have guidance?
I don't have guidance,
All right.
although I can
Then
bardic inspiration. No, there is an ability where you can use bardic inspiration on a skill check, but I think it
yeah.
comes online at a higher level.
Nope, it's just bardic inspiration.
There is another one though. It might be specific to College of Lore, but I'm just gonna roll again at the advantage here. So that's 23.
Let's go. Nice.
23. All right. Who is your captain?
Why, that would be the finest captain of the 7 species? The Saber Aegis. Captain Saber Aegis. Yeah, it's a 14th level skill. There is a College of Lore specific one. That was just for my own. I remembered there was something. Yeah.
Former captain. Come with me. Let's go sign some paperwork.
Okay.
Oh wait, were we just gonna sell it outright, or were we gonna see if we can get a higher bid, or do you guys want to actually dick around that much with it, or?
What did we agree to the 2,200? I guess that's what I'm.
Yes, he just agreed to the
That's what's implied.
2,200.
Okay. I'll take
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'll take that.
So a couple minutes goes by. Saber goes in, signs signs some paperwork, and comes out with a large coin purse. 2,200. You guys can divide amongst yourselves appropriately. however you see fit.
Nice.
And yeah,
Even split would be 550 apiece. But if I would be willing to take the 200, and then you guys can split the 2,000 three ways, which would be 666.66 repeating.
Nice. Oh yeah.
So if you guys want to do that, I'm okay with just taking the 200 for it.
I mean,
And out of character, I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to take the 200, and if you guys want to just divide the rest of it.
Yeah.
Out of character, if you guys are slightly short or need a little bit of cash, just come and ask me, because money is money. It's a very tabaxi thing to not be too into it or attached to it. Also, Kibley's a gambler anyway, so to him it's like, easy come, easy go. I can lose it very quickly if I need to.
all right. So everyone add in their appropriate amount of gold.
You said it'd be 666. So I'll just take
666.
665, and someone else can take, just so that the numbers work out right.
I mean, from the sounds of it, because it's 666.6, so I think from
Be
it would be all two of you guys get 666, one of you guys gets 667 for ease of use.
I will take 666, as
So
I'm
will I.
still even reluctant to take it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready.
Nice.
Well done, Kibley.
not my best haul, but I think it'll be a good start.
Before we leave this town, if any of you would be kind enough, there is an ability that I'm working on eventually learning that requires a fairly sizable diamond, Kibley.
This is Wintermoon, I'm assuming, talking to me.
Yes. I need a diamond worth about 300 gold pieces, please.
I told you I knew Nazem. You didn't believe me. I'm using this opportunity to get very smug and sort of flaunt that a little bit.
Well, you've made a believer out of me.
I sure did.
Good job. Before we leave the port, I would appreciate you getting me a diamond.
You said 300?
Yes.
Before we leave the port. I will see if I can make that happen. Otherwise, I can cover some of it.
Fair enough. Well,
Diamond.
thank you.
Okay. That's a
I'm
very big earring, it sounds like, or maybe it's going to be a necklace. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
probably a chess piece if someone dies. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to the inn and take care of some paperwork for Nazem.
Keep an eye on our special boy for us, okay?
Yes. Well, farewell, and she's gonna walk off. P.S. Mukticus. Part of the thing with the I know a guy provisions, basic provisions. So if you wanted to just take a great sword, that is something that could be provided to you. A basic one. if that was something that you're interested in.
Now's probably as good a time as any to ask about that, and I realize this might be a touch of a stretch. Would studded leather be considered basic equipment?
I am going to say yes, just because it is under the gold, like it is under the gold value of. So, like, if for some reason Saber wanted chainmail right now,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
or you guys wanted scale mail, it
Let's
actually
see.
costs less than either of those. So, if you wanted to get studded leather from
Studded
Nazem,
leather, 45 gold.
yeah, you can get that for the freeze, because you know what, Winter Moon's doing the exact same thing right now.
If that's an okay use of that ability, that's a pretty good one.
Yep.
Yeah,
I,
that's real nice. So all of us can get.
Yes, all of you can get stuff that goes within whenever someone uses the ability of I know a guy, one of the things
Right.
that is included is the basic provision. So, like the equivalents of starter equipment. So, non-magical weapons, which goes up to and including the two-handed great weapons. Basic armor. So that's leather. I'm going to include studded leather because it's only 45 gold pieces. Scale
Yeah.
mail or chain mail, and also shields. Let's see, explorers packs, dungeon packs, the basic provisions that come with that, and which also includes rations that you guys can get,
Okay.
rations, torches, and whatnot. So if there's any of those basic things that you guys want to pick up while you're there, you can.
Okay.
Um,
And is this because Kibble used that?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because Kibble used that. You guys all get one of these things once per campaign, which Kibble used. You get that. You get a guaranteed long rest, which you guys can activate this pretty much anytime you want, with a few exceptions. You'll get safe passage to whatever quote safe house it is. Two fresh meals, which you guys got. Um, Basic equipment, and then what Nazem is doing right now is getting you guys information, which will, uh, if you guys ever get to a point where you guys are kind of spinning your wheels, so to speak, that you
Mhm.
can ask them, you can ask that NPC that you guys are using this ability for to get
Yeah.
unambiguous information, to get you
So
guys
it's
like a
kind of like a
direction.
info broker.
Yes,
Okay. Got it.
but each of you guys get one. John no longer has that ability because he used it. Um, but like in this case, the also the enhancement that Nazem has given you guys is that you guys can contact him at any point and get a fetch quest if you guys just run out of stuff, or you guys want something that feels a little bit more lighthearted that's just going to give you guys money.
Okay.
yeah. Or I can just contact him, and he gave me basically a cell phone that I can just talk to him with.
He's going to regret that. Um,
No,
You're gonna be talking to
he's
him all
gonna
the
love
time.
it. He did it very deliberately. He knew what he was getting into.
All right.
He'll say it. He'll say it outwardly. He regrets it, but he
All
appreciates
right.
it.
so yeah, so that's the thing. You guys were on the docks before your day of shopping begins. You guys said that you guys wanted to talk to Agaric. You said
Yeah, just to
Would it
see.
hurt just to get an idea what his schedule is?
Yeah.
Yar. So you guys head over there, and Agaric is just staying there. Now he has this like big floppy pirate hat with a big ass brim on it. Yar. So what bees the pleasure of this interaction today?
Well, we're looking to see what your travel plans are.
We're checking the leisures at this point. We were we're thinking about. I got about 2 weeks before we have to be back to Dark Toe to hand over or pick up the next supply run. So we got about 2 weeks of open time right now. Uh, but we every 2 weeks just got to make sure I show up to Dark Toe to pick up that nice supply of tropical fish. Uh, the crew the crew says as long as we do that, we keep the revelry happy. Then everything else is open.
So you come back to Stillben every 2 weeks?
Yes, we have to come back to Steelben every 2 weeks
Okay.
to drop off the fucking fish.
And it's just between the two.
It is the only requirement, yes.
Okay.
Excellent. So 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today, yes. He needs to be back,
Well, gentlemen,
back to Dark Toe to pick up our our fresh assortment of fish.
wait, you need to leave in 2 weeks, or you need to be there in 2 weeks?
Need to be there in 2 weeks.
Oh,
So
and
we
how long is the journey?
The 4 days.
was it 4 days?
I thought that was.
You might be right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
4 days.
So we've got
10 days.
a few days in a week, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind hanging out for the rest of today while we wait to get some information? We might need to be traveling somewhere.
That sounds like a mighty fine offer.
All right. Well, we appreciate your assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Yees be a pleasure. All right. I'm just pulling up the. All right, so I'll take care of this afterwards. But so the galley is what you guys can reference under your extras to figure out how fast you guys can travel.
Mm.
And yes, Dark Toe is about 400 miles away at about 100 miles per day. Yeah, it's 4 days away.
Okay, cool.
I sh-
If we're set with that, I'd like to spend the better part of my day seeing if I can find a place where I might be able to locate a diamond and maybe people to do some games of chance to win it off of.
okay, so here's my question to all of you guys because I'm going to ask each of you guys kind of what you want to do. So, Kibble, you have stated your thing that you want to do as your primary.
Yeah.
I want to see what each of you guys want to do, just because I kind of want to give you guys each your individual spotlight during this downtime of things to do.
Absolutely.
So I want to like kind of go around and give you guys each a chance. Saber, what do you want to do during this day?
Um, so we sold our boat already.
Yes, boat is sold, and Agarek is cool with holding the crew of the Stormbreaker for another day for you guys to do what you need to do.
Okay. I would I would try to find if there's a temple or a shrine to the our platinum dragon. See if I can find any um, priests or clerics, just to find out more about this person I pledged myself to.
Okay.
Creature, I should say.
All right. Muktakis, what's your plan for the day?
Um, well, I think I need to provision, and I might like to look for maybe a new weapon as well. If, if the, I don't know, provisioner doesn't have the great sword or whatever. I don't know. Um, but I'm also like kind of curious about this curse that I have, so I'm like kind of, I don't know, looking about for anyone who might have any idea of what it's like. But I have a feeling people are just going to be staring at me as I walk through Stillman, so
Okay.
um, I don't know.
All right.
No such thing
Um,
as negative publicity.
P.S. I have added a basic greatsword to your inventory. It's not equipped, but it is
Okay.
something that you could have gotten very reasonably from the suit up and all that stuff with um with the Nazem encounter.
Okay.
Stubbs,
Okay.
Yes.
what do you want to do this day?
I think I'm gonna go to Melanie's melee emporium and browse her wares.
All right. Shit, each of you. I love this because like none of you guys have like interactions that are just gonna be like I was like kind of like going like okay I'm gonna prioritize and like go through like the quicker ones first, but I'm like shit none of you guys have quick encounters. They're all gonna be lovely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this Brady Bunch style, and I'm looking at the screen. And I'm gonna go clockwise around you guys.
Okay.
So that means, Stubbs, I am starting with you, and
Oh
Kibley, you're going
god.
to be on deck.
Hmm.
So as you guys all kind of like group huddle and do like a yay team, and then separate for your day of provision wares, shopping, and general downtime with your stuff in hand. Muktakis. No,
Stuff in hand.
not Stubbs. Yes? Stubbs,
Yes.
you head up to Mel's Enchanted Melee Emporium. Damn it, that's so much better. That's what we're going with. Um, you head in, and like you kind of walk in, and this redheaded, green-eyed redhead um, human looks at you, and your eyes instantly turn red. A bit of the veil of her vanity drops, and you see like burning up her horns start to come up, and her forked tongue kind of slithers out. She goes, "What are you doing here again?"
Again.
Yes, I almost had the tabaxi, and then you pulled him out of my grasp.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had places to go.
Have you come to mock me?
No, no, I swear. I came to purchase some of your fine weaponry.
Ah, gold is a pale condolence gift compared to what I wanted.
See, I told you guys I have fans.
But I've accepted dwarf before. I can make it work.
um, could you point me in the direction of your great weapon section, please?
Oh, I'm hoping you're the one bringing the great weapons section. But over there.
Thank you. So I'll
You're
walk over
welcome.
there and
You
browse.
notice you notice as you go to browse, suddenly the candlelight comes up and the natural light in this shop goes completely extinguished as you kind of like peer around and notice that she has closed all windows, all doors, and she has completely dropped her human form and just completely revealed her full succubus form.
um, shit. Well, I knew this would happen one day.
Oh, I doubt your mother told you about girls like me. As she kind of like sneaks up and puts her hands on your shoulder. And as she's saying that, she's like more whispering it, and you feel her tongue bat against the side of your head as she whispers that to you.
No, I meant that the wind would blow the windows shut.
Sure, it was the wind. What piques your interest tonight?
Hmm. Well, I'm looking for an upgrade on my weapons.
Oh, an upgrade. I think we can get you just that. What kind of upgrade are you looking for?
Well, there's something better than this old thing, and pull out the Bugbear Morningstar.
Oh, you don't need that. And she touches it, and it just crumbles and burns, and just the cinder falls to the ground.
Well, I liked it.
I'm sure you did, but I have so much better for you.
Oh, all right then.
Tell me, you want it to be better for you. How would you feel about it also being better for me?
Uh, nah. How would me buying a weapon be better for you?
Oh, if we made a little trade. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
All right. 8.
8. Oh. Well, we can take the big shiny axe. Like other big things that you have, muscly dwarf. And we can put different enchantments on it. And you see her claws come up and start to engrave across the blade different runes.
Sounds good to me.
Tell me, are you gonna come back to visit me every time you're here?
Yeah, I'll probably need an upgrade every now and again.
Well, how about this? What flavor of weapon do you enjoy the most? Axe, sword, or hammer?
Uh, I've always been partial to axes myself.
Then let's do the axe. How about this? I have the axe for you. I would like to discuss price further, but would you be interested in coming to the back room and discussing the pricing a little bit more aggressively?
Why can't we just discuss it here?
Oh, trust me. P.S. At this point, you are charmed by her, and this sounds very
Okay.
enticing.
Okay. All right. Talk me into it.
And she opens this back door where you see candlelit, um, very much on par with the, for lack of better terms, this looks like a BDSM dungeon, with a lot of red padding and a lot of things all around it.
This is your negotiation room.
Yes. Down on all fours, Daddy.
I'm sorry?
And we're going to cut that scene off as the door shuts behind them.
Oh, God.
For right now, I would like you to add a Great Axe +1 to your inventory.
All right.
And you did not pay anything. Actually, roll Constitution saving throw at advantage, please.
That's good because she did kind of ruin your old sword, your old fucking hammer.
I know.
Score, Stubbs, big toe.
All right. First one's an 18. Second's a 15. So 18 plus 4 is 22 for my Constitution.
Plus your proficiency modifier too.
Oh, right. So 26.
Nice.
Yeah, you spent no money getting this axe. Those negotiations were quite aggressive.
Yeah, should I
And
take some bludgeoning damage?
No, you're not the one who took the bludgeoning damage. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
My goodness.
yeah. Let's leave it at that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I want to go. Yeah, let's go the one step further. Under your character management, which you don't have to formally change this, you can just remember this if you want. Um, your z- your zealous your zealot fury, or what is it called? The divine fury.
Yeah.
I would like you to make that now be necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay. Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, barbarians can select that?
Yeah, they can choose either
Oh,
radiant or necrotic damage.
oh, neat.
That's cool.
Oops. Um.
And I'm going to message you stuff later once I can. I'm going to figure some stuff out because I want to make sure that this isn't just a lame reskin. But I'm going to message you some stuff later on in the week because there are going to be some effects, mainly with the weapon. Um, but let's just say in the middle of your aggressive negotiations, you may have pledged yourself to a succubus.
Oh, great. Okay.
So you have a different patron right now. Did we say her name was Melissa or Melanie?
I think it was Melanie.
Melanie.
Mel.
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
Melanie.
All right.
It kind of score.
Yeah, that was me burping. Actually, that was not meant to be directed at you guys, and that.
Thank you for that.
That was great.
Sorry. Um, is is there anything else you want to do with your day, Stubbs?
I think just probably head my way to the tavern to rethink my life choices.
And just so we're all clear on what Melanie looks like as we know what Stubbs gave into, we'll just pop that artwork there.
All right, yeah, I would have too.
So we all know why Stubbs is. So we all know why Stubbs is in the situation that he is in.
Twist my arm.
Oh, so darn. All right, anyway, sorry.
Um. Oh yes. Okay. Yes. So there's that. Is there anything else? So you go over to the tavern to get ale and food. Let's double. Let's double check this. So as you drowned your woes, let's. Let's say 2 silver pieces. You get a loaf of bread, some hard cheeses, and some ale. 2 things of ale. So I'm gonna say 2 silver pieces total.
Okay.
Deduct for your food and beverage as you recover. And whoa,
Thanks.
Kibley,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
Well, Wintermoon just gave me a task, and now I feel like that is what I have decided to do for today. So I'm gonna go look for jewelry or like a diamond or some jewelry or something like that.
Okay,
I'm keeping
so
it a little vague, but I'm going to go look for whatever diamond or whatever it was she asked me to find.
so now there are multiple points there are multiple ways to tackle this project.
Yes, there are.
So there is the straightforward way, which I'm assuming you're going to say no to because let's face it, I know you.
That's not fun, so no.
Okay, so we're not going to the jeweler shop to just buy a diamond, straightforward and straight up. So you're going to go to a tavern or
Hmm.
a tavern or an inn, I'm assuming.
Well, I guess it would sort of depend on where rich people and or suckers would Venn diagram overlap and hang out.
It was the inn that you guys were staying at today.
You think that would be the best spot? I mean, if
It's
that's what I think the best spot in Stillben would be, then I would probably head towards. I mean, I could always ask around with people in the town and just sort of like, hey, where's some higher class establishments for discerning clientele, such as myself.
and the thing about it is that that is the nicest inn in town. So yeah, you would get pointed directly back there.
All right, well then, luckily I already know that where that is, so I suppose that wouldn't be a substantial waste of time to make my way over there.
All right. So you head on over, and as you go in, the maitre d at the front, Mr. Kibley, welcome back. This
Ah, yes. Good to see you again.
what to what do we owe the pleasure of your return so soon? What can we do for
Well,
you?
I think I would like to maybe start the night to see if there's any performances that perhaps I could be of some entertainment to the lovely, well, I don't, whatever the fancy word for like people who show up, patrons,
Ah,
rest, oh, I don't know, whatever
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
appropriate
think that's
fancy
right. Patient.
SAT word would be for the people who are visiting this establishment.
well,
Yeah.
depending on what your preference is, if you prefer liquid intoxicants, you're going to want to go to the Sapphire Lounge. If you prefer inhaled intoxicants, you're going to want to go to the Violet Lounge.
No, I think you misunderstand me. I'd like to, well, I mean, I'd like to start by perhaps being a little bit of the entertainment.
Okay, let
I'm
me
I'm
rephrase
looking.
then.
I
How
want to
focused?
scout out a mark while I'm and maybe do a little performance check and scout out a mark between perhaps both or at least just one of them.
Okay, so the point he's making is the Violet Lounge. They're smoking stuff, which means you're going to be affected by the intoxicants as well. No matter what you do, you're going to be rolling saves there. Versus the Sapphire Lounge, which is liquid intoxicants, which means mechanically speaking, you can stay as sharp as you need to work
Hmm.
whatever magic you're going to do.
Drunk people seem to be the easier marks in this situation.
Okay. So you enter the Sapphire Lounge. Roll a perception check, please.
18.
18. Yeah, you see a couple of higher rollers that have, you know, more than their fair share of jewelry and coinage going on with them. And that cat is so fat and wonderful.
He's just like, oh, you want to
Okay.
burn down?
All right.
But yeah, so you see some higher marks. One red tiefling that looks, wearing wearing a black suit with a white shirt, black like bow tie, and around his neck is uh, a sizable diamond. You see a couple of humans that are wearing like suits that have rings with sizable gems and whatnot upon them. So you see a couple of, for lack of better terms, targets.
Well, I'd like to try and start by getting these people in a nice, good mood and maybe a little inebriated.
All right, let's let's start with a performance check as you get them in the mood. Um, Stubbs, as this goes on, I'm gonna need a favor from you.
Yes.
As he goes through and he does his things, every time I say that he makes a success, I would like you to roll a D100, the percentile dice, and
Mm-hmm.
just keep a running total as we go through, please.
Okay.
Alrighty? Alright. So yeah, John, give us a performance check.
That was a 26.
Okay. Stubbs, exclude this one because that is definitely a success. So you pull out your lute and you start playing, and you hear people cheering for you, and they're starting to take interest and kind of like gather towards you as you meander towards a table. What are you doing next, Kibley?
Hmm. If I've located some appropriate marks and I've got people happy, I'd like to, if I have to, I'm okay with using some of my money or resources, or if people are tipping me, depending on how this is going, I need to get them more intoxicated because I need to get them to start gambling with me.
All right. So as you perform on and you tell them, oh, make sure you drink and tip your wait staff. Roll a persuasion check, please.
11,
11.
because I rolled a 2.
That is so sad that you rolled a 2 and still succeeded.
I
Um,
know, and it pisses me off to no end that I've been rolling so shitty with my ridiculously high stats.
so yeah, you're like tip you, and they're kind of like, but they're
They're rich
already,
people.
they're already,
They're
yeah,
rich
they're rich,
people. They're
and
like, my drinks are, I'm the.
and and they're already drinking to begin with, so they're like signaling the wait staff to like start bringing them beverages to the table that you're kind of like meandering towards.
um, I mean, I've got all day to do this, so realistically, I could hypothetically be like, it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a long game in here, but ultimately, my goal is to get these people cheery and drunk and willing to start putting their jewelry on the table in a card game.
Okay, so
I mean, I've got my playing card set, and I want to make a big spectacle out of the fancy shuffling and everything.
All right. Roll a performance check as you're trying to get them all to buy in.
24.
All righty. So that is definitely a success. You see the coin purses come out and get put down, and there's instantly coinage appearing on the table.
So do you want me to roll the 100?
Yep. Roll the D100. So as he's going through the skill challenge, roll it every time I say there's a success, and just write down the number that you get, please.
All right, excellent, love it. I did it for
And
the previous one too. I just didn't know if I was okay. Anyways,
you're good. And then we're just going to keep a running tally as this goes. So the
sounds
coinage
good.
starts going on the table as you start, and you hear one of them go, "All right, don't keep us waiting.
Well,
Deal the cards."
all right. Let's see what we have here. Who's feeling lucky tonight? All right, then I'd be starting the show with some card game that I don't know, whatever would be appropriate in universe card game.
Yes,
Okay,
Wilford. It's not
you
eating time yet.
you start dealing them out. Roll sleight of hands check, by the way.
That would be a 15.
15. Okay, good. So your first hand goes through, and they all start to look at their cards, and they all of them put their coin on the table, and they go around all meeting each other. So what is next, dealer?
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but many tabaxi are big fans of shiny things. I mean, we have lots of stories. Have you ever seen a tabaxi, by the way? Look at this fur. This fur right here. Don't touch it, please. It's very mechanical question here, Tom.
Yes.
Can I bardic inspiration myself?
Yes.
Okay. So when that diamond comes on the table, that's when I would like to take a moment, and if I need to, I can try and make a like a yes, the song of I don't know, so I don't know, do something flashy if I need to distract that. If it's yes, Wilfer, I know you're woo woo.
Well, I the diamonds and the gems have not come out yet,
Yeah, when they come
but
out,
I will let
that's
you
when I
know.
yeah.
So they go around. Roll a persuasion check, please.
20.
The coin purses. You talk a big game, and that's
I
definitely
talk
a
a very
success.
big game.
And they all just start like the coins. The coins are coming out onto the table.
And I'm being very encouraging of everybody, and I'm using some of because obviously if I'm gambling, I'm assuming I'm the house. So
Yes,
house wins hands. I am absolutely using that to, like raise my hand and gesture over to the bar staff, and I plan on being very generous in trying to get the bar staff to go along with me. Like, here, get these people another round and slip them, generous portions of whatever I'm pulling in. I'm all right with that, and if we need to, we can either work that out at the end or
I
whatever.
I'll figure that out at the end.
Yeah, I'm all right with
Um,
that.
so yeah, so you go around and you're hamming it up. And they've tossed in their coin, and so then they go, they raise it all up. They go, all right, the next round then.
All right. How do you want me to handle that next round?
Let's see. You toss out your next card. Give another performance check. You know what? You're
Yeah.
backtrack. I want a persuasion check for the wait staff to get them in on it, please.
Okay. That would be a 20.
Okay, so the rest of the rolls from here on out,
Money
because
talks.
Yep, and you are getting everyone in this room shit-faced.
But I'm making a big spectacle, and I've got the one with that particular diamond necklace that I keep like, oh, here's my favorite, and I give him a nickname that what was it? It was a tiefling.
Yes.
I give him a good nickname like Big Red over here. Come on now, girl.
Oh,
Or wait, was it a
oh,
guy or a
it
girl?
was a guy. Wait, oh,
There's Big Red.
oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, yes. Uh, all of your rolls are at advantage now, by the way, for the rest of this sham. Um, so you ham it up, and they go around again, and it's just coin, 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 and you see Big Red then take his coin first. He goes, all of it, all the coin, and all of a
All of the
sudden,
coin?
all of the coin is on the table.
How about some jewelry?
Well, let's see how the next
That's a nice
round.
necklace. All right.
Let's see how the next
All
round
in.
of cards.
He's all in. Who else is going all in?
Oh,
Like, I'm
oh,
trying to draw a crowd here. I want like a bunch of people watching this shit, because that's how you get people really to make stupid decisions. Put an audience in front of them.
Stubbs, up from here on out. Also, up your D100 rolls to 2 D100s, please.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you're making the spectacle of it, and this large spectacle, and they're going back and forth. Roll a sleight of hands check at advantage, please, as you try to
Um,
ensure that the house wins.
Advantage. So that would be twin 12s.
12 total.
Both of the rolls are 12.
Okay. All right. So a little bit. All right, and the spectacle continues. So you're going through and you're flipping the cards over your head, like you're seeing that thing where like they squeeze the cards and they go "Woo," into
Oh
the other
yeah,
hand.
I
Um,
practiced that shit.
and as this all goes on, and you're trying to get them to give me one more persuasion check at advantages. You're trying to get the jewelry onto the table.
20.
20. 20. That, oh, as you call for it. And yes, they all then are like, you see the necklaces come off. The necklace comes off. The rings are coming off. They're plopping those on the table now. And they're all just eating it up. Do we have anything else to gamble? Does anyone else?
All right, let's raise it. That's got to be worth at least if they're putting stuff down. That's sort of the equivalent of calling. So I want to talk him into like, I don't know. That doesn't look like it's matching his bet. Goad him into it. I don't give a shit.
And there's this one human on the other side of the table and goes, I'll raise you this a treasure map.
A treasure map. Listen, I don't take credit cards. I
Oh,
don't
you
take
don't
credit. I don't take credit.
you don't understand. It is a map to a vestige of divergence.
A what?
A
Listen,
vestige.
fella, how many has he had over here? Can we get him a glass of water, please?
It is a
Maybe
map
maybe bring him a sandwich too.
it is a map to a legendary item if you'll accept that as a wager.
All right, I'll allow it. Let's keep the game moving here. Fine, I'll take your napkin.
And with that, they are all in. Roll one more sleight of hands at advantage. This is to make sure the cards truly are stacked in your favor. So whatever it is that you need to add on to it. And you know what? Big Red, you see him like grip an amulet, and he is gonna slap a guidance on you because he's just gonna he's gonna pet you on the rear end and go, I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, and I give him my most tabaxi charm of winks. Hmm. I already rolled because I got a little excited. So either I have to accept that, or if you'll let me retroactively bardic inspiration. But I already rolled and I got a 6 and a 7, so 7 would be the higher on that, which is a low roll.
You said that you were gonna bardically inspiration yourself.
I did,
You
but
said it.
technically so it's your call.
You said it
I don't
before.
want to be too cheap.
You called it beforehand that you were going to do this when this roll came up.
Okay.
So I'm going to allow that, and also don't forget the guidance, which I believe is a D8. And actually, I don't care enough to. I don't care enough to look it up, so I'm just going to say D8.
Okay, so that would be. So I'm adding the bardic inspiration and the guidance.
Yes.
So my higher roll was a 7. Bardic was 2, so that's an 8, 9, and 8 to make 16. 17. 9 and 8 is 17. Math. I don't need math to be a nurse.
So you roll it over. You roll it over, and you find you have the equivalence of a royal flush, and everyone just starts cursing. And
Well, I mean, the audience would probably be entertained. It's the
oh
game.
yes, yes they were. Stubbs, what was the total?
All right. Hold on, let me calculate them.
That darn basic maths.
I know, this is too much math for us. We're OR staff. We only need to count 10 Raytex. This is ridiculous.
Well, don't forget, my dumbass had to be reminded that I actually landed a hit like 2 sessions ago.
Oh.
So
I was doing my math wrong. So I can't really talk. I'm just being.
Hey, listen, we're OR. We're OR staff.
Exactly.
Once the numbers go beyond 10, we're like,
yeah.
That's why they have the bag. You just
Yeah, that's why we have the bags. 10, 10, 10.
So he succeeded on like all of those.
Yes.
So I'm adding up all of the amounts.
Yes.
So I have 609. That's my grand total.
All right. So Kibley, 609 gold pieces. There's definitely at least one diamond worth at least 300 gold pieces in there. Other gems to be determined, and a map with 2 places marked to help you find. Yeah, 2 places marked.
I'm gonna leave behind because I was roping the staff into it, so I leave behind 20%, that's about 487.2. That's not too bad. If I would be absolutely okay with leaving behind like 20-ish% of it to the between the wait staff, and I would buy them a round and a meal before I walked away with all their stuff, which I guarantee
God.
120 fucking gold in this universe would be probably actually a lot of money. So
Yes.
whoever was working tonight got really fucking lucky, and I'd leave all my gamblers and the people in the place a nice good, like I said, I'd leave them with a nice meal and a nice extra round of drinks or two. I'm all right with that. If you want, I'll go higher. If you're okay with me doing 20%, that's
I'm
fine by
okay
me
with.
too.
I'm very okay with 20%.
Nice.
All right, where'd my calculator go? What the fuck was it? You said 609,
Yes.
and I said 20, so 487.2. Okay. All right. You might just have to type out. Wow, I think I'm about on par with what everybody else had around 800 bucks, and that kind of puts me up around where they are. Whatever, I'll figure
Yeah.
out stuff to spend it on.
Mhm.
If you don't mind, just maybe typing me out a quick little list of what other extra items, and if that needs to wait, I'm okay with that too, because you said there was
That
like some.
yes, that's definitely going to have to wait.
Yeah, take your time.
I'm gonna. You took them for everything, so I need to.
I put on a very good show.
Clean
Thank you
them
very
out.
much. I think they all enjoyed their nights tonight.
Hmm.
They
Listen, if these
all.
people are rich enough to gamble enough this crap away, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna really be. I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna be missing a $300 necklace a whole that much. Buy another one.
Hey, man.
Okay. All right. So the map that he gave, if you looked at it,
Not
there are
yet, because yeah,
okay. Um, there are
I
two
didn't know if it
marking.
was a custom thing.
Uh, it will be, but it's less a map. He said it was a map, but literally it is. It's a piece of parchment, and it just says it has two names and two locations. Deathwalker's Ward at the Tomb of the Worm, and the Titanstone Knuckles in Westrune.
Where is Westrun? I know where Tomb of the Worm is. It's way the fuck up north. Coincidentally, I happen to have the map up here.
Central Teldori.
Okay.
Kind of like in the middle.
Oh, there it is, Westrun. Okay. Interesting.
All right. So, hey, you remember I said you got one of those diamonds that were worth 300 gold pieces?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you actually got two.
All right.
And the other gems I will generate. I'll generate the rest of your take at a later point.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because I'm probably just gonna give it to winter, but we'll figure that out.
Okay. I am All right. Um, is there anything else that you want to do, Kibley, before after you took this place for as much gold as you possibly could?
No, I'm pretty sure that probably would have taken. Like I said, it's a long game. That probably wasn't a very short ordeal. I was probably there for most of the day working the place over. So,
Yes.
and I believe this is the place we're meeting up at anyway, or was it a different tavern?
Nope, this is the place.
Okay, well then that worked out.
So, you have taken them for everything, and as you bid everyone a wonderful evening, and they are so thankful that you existed and took care of them throughout the night. We jump over to Saber.
The real reward is all the attention I got.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Saber.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'd like to go ask around to see if there's a temple or a shrine to Bahamut in this town.
And you give me a survival check. At advantage because you know the symbols that you're looking for.
19. Thank you for the advice.
You're welcome. Yeah, you find it no problem. It's not that difficult. You head down a couple streets, you ask a couple of people, but you get yourself there. P.S. As you're going down that way, you kind of notice a shadowy humanoid figure off your right shoulder, just off in the distance. Shadow. What was that?
I was just humming.
They kind of have what looks like a feathery mantle in the outline of them, but generally just humanoid in outline, and then poof, they're gone.
Okay. I make my way into the temple and introduce myself to any of the holy people who are there.
A silver dragonborn priest turns to you and comes down off of an altar, hands crossed over chest. You wear the symbol of our patron. Tell me, what are you?
Uh, I was a traveler. I was captured by the pirates on Dark Toe. We were able to escape, and in our escaping, we found a shrine to one of your champions. And he gave me the sword, and I show him the sword that I have, as I accepted him as my patron, because I was in search of justice for what was done to me.
Hmm. Okay. Well, you truly are worthy then. But there are also is an aura about you, but feels a bit off. But tell me, what do you wish to know? You say that you pledged yourself to Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, but what brings you here? What questions do you have that need answering?
Uh, I wanted to know more about this weapon I was granted and how best to continue serving him as he's given me these boons.
Let's see. May I?
Yes.
Very interesting is this blade. It is that of so it is known as the Dragon Wrath weapon, a gift of a dragon. It usually contains the essence of one. In this case, you can tell from the hilt and the wings that come across that a bronze dragon is the one who chose you or was gifted to you. Born of the
I mean,
coast. Born of the coast they are.
I
Tell
grew
me,
up,
you grew up?
yes, Port Tamale, building ships and seeing in the distance, perhaps, imagining the dragons.
Oh, which explains that curious item. Yes, this item will grow with you as your powers and your abilities grow. When you hit certain pivotal points of your existence, you will unlock its potential. Tell me something. I wish to know. I feel something heavy weighing upon you, a shadow that maybe follows you. What is it that strikes you? What is it that is within you that isn't
I,
quite?
we encountered a strange animal creature on our way out from our escape from Darktoe. Uh, and I was bitten. It was a tiger. And after we killed it, it became a person again. And ever since then, I've been feeling these changes within me as I become more
Ah,
animal-like.
Oh shit.
a lichen.
A what?
A lichen? Lycanthropy. A curse, an illness, a sickness, a impurity within the bloodline.
I didn't know that was real. Is that what's going on?
Yes, it is very real, and it courses through you.
is this something I can control or will become out?
That will yet to have been seen. This is cause for concern.
I agree. Yes.
There will be a time that comes. A being of your stature, your nature, your ability will have to choose soon. I'm not sure if Bahamut will be one to support someone who is not pure.
Yeah, we encountered this creature after I had received the blessings or the boons.
Hmm. When the time comes and you change into whatever uncivilized impurity that you are going to be, maybe know of another deity that may want to accept you for whatever furry, flea ridden bit of uniqueness you turn into. But until then, may Bahamut be with you.
Yeah, thank you.
And also with you.
Yes.
Sorry.
Uh, oh, and your weapon.
Yes.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Is there anything else you would like to do after that?
Uh, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think I need anything in particular right now.
Okay. Did you did they give you, I know you mentioned before that you wanted to potentially trying to seek out someone to discuss the lycanthropy with. Um is
Oh,
did he give you satisfactory response, or do you want to seek
uh,
others out?
I would try seeking others out
Okay.
because he just told me that it's a bad thing, and I've never only have heard stories. I assume.
Yeah, go get a second opinion.
Yeah, can't hurt.
I'm going to give you the easiest route because you still have an open-ended ability to talk to Nazem, even though this was John's thing. But um, he's a librarian, a well-versed person. Um, would you be willing or open to seek counsel with Nazem?
I think so. I think that
Or would you
I
seek it
have enough.
elsewhere?
I wouldn't even know where else to look. I would go ask Nazem to see where I could look, and if he had information for me, I would listen.
Yes. So you go and seek him as he's like doing paperwork with Winter Moon, and you interrupt as he's turning to Winter, going, "So you'll be departing and going with them on their? Oh, fair enough. Oh, Saber was it?
Yes, yes.
Adjusts his monocle. Oh, what exactly could I help you with?
Well, I just learned that I might have a curse called a lycanthropy of some sort, and I just wanted to know more about it because I just heard stories about wolves, things like that.
A lichen. Oh, this is truly yes. And he like instantly, you see him whip like two books simultaneously open, and like they automatically flip to pages as he whips his hand around, as if some ethereal mage hands are flipping the pages for him. And he goes, and they both come up on like he's looking at two screens simultaneously that kind of hover around him. He goes, "Yes, lycanthropy. It is a curse caused by the transfer of saliva into your bloodstream by well another lichen that in this case bit you. Well, in every case they bite, not just yours. So I'm sorry, you're not special. So let's and what is the cause of the affliction? What type of animal was it? Raven, wolf, bear, tiger? Uh, let's see, boar. Boar. There's a boar as well. What
Uh,
is it that bit you?
a tiger.
A tiger. Let's. You flip to the section on tigers, and yes, okay. So, we have good news, we have bad news, and we have mediocre news.
Okay, let's start
Uh,
with the bad.
bad news. Every full moon, you will have to fight to control this ability, and
Okay,
it when the moonlight shines upon it, the full moon, that is, at the end of the lunar cycle, you will have to fight to stay in control. Also, you won't be able, at least on that night in particular, be able to control the ability. You will simply turn into a were tiger. So you're going to get very hairy once a month.
all right.
But if you maintain control for that night, kudos to you. You're just quite fuzzy and a little bit taller. So kudos to you. Um, the good news, it's a tiger that bit you. It's not a bear, a raven, or a boar. So you're not going to become bloodthirsty and evil over time, except for that one night a month, which you could or could not. It's a gamble. It's a little bit of a gamble, um, but you know, that's not terrible. So That's good. And once it activates the first time, you will have control over it, which means on a regular basis you'll be able to turn yourself to a tiger.
So after the first full moon?
Yes.
Okay. Regardless of whether I succeed at controlling it or not.
Correct. It's just that one night that you'll have questionable control. Beyond that, you'll generally, for the most part, have full control.
All right.
That's awesome.
I will
Sorry.
make.
So cool.
There is one thing though. You do have the cursed saliva, so
Ooh.
I will say this much: when the fangs grow, if you do bite someone, unless you want to risk them coming back as a were-tiger after you, I would make sure that I kill whoever you bite.
Sounds fair.
Just just as a safety mechanism, because if they do fail and they become cursed, then they are going to come back bigger and stronger and probably angry because you bit them and all of that.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Good choice.
And the mediocre of the revelations. If you don't wish to deal with this, I can remove the curse from you. I say it's only mediocre because it's not a flashy spell. I don't really get to show off any of my wonderful arcane abilities, such as the floating books that float around my head and basically read themselves to me. It's just a basic spell that is not fun. It's not flashy. It doesn't even hurt while I cast it. It's really just not fun at all.
Hmm. But
Careful.
would I? So I've noticed some changes already. Would all those go away?
Yes.
I'll have to think about this one.
Tell me, uh, did the priests threaten you? I noticed you wear a holy symbol. I'm assuming you went there first.
I did. Uh, they said I would have to make a choice that Bahamut might not allow me to continue serving them.
Hmm,
Wasn't an outright threat, but it was definitely not taken well.
fair enough. Well, do remember, priests are priests, and they do enjoy feeling special. But if for some reason Bahamut does play it that way, remember there are more prime deities than just him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Please,
Thank you for your time and help.
you're very welcome. And make sure you come back. We are making a turducken for dinner.
I think I could probably eat all of that as a were-tiger.
Then I'll have them
Waka
make
waka.
two. Okay. Winter Moon, please add note. We are going to need two. Wait, you have a dwarf in the party, don't you?
Yeah, Dubs.
Three, then. Well then, I wish you well, and please give me the opportunity once you change. Come and let me observe you.
I think I can make that happen.
I
I'll,
yes.
I'll let Kibley know so he can tell you.
Okay. I will so revel in the joy of watching an actual being actively transform into a lichen.
Ooh, quick question.
Yes.
Is there any way to restrain me in case I do lose control? To keep everyone safe around me.
I mean, standard tie-up procedure.
We'll
But
figure something out.
yeah, standard tie-up procedure. But
Stop.
yeah, if you do turn and you do lose control, you also are probably going to notice yourself becoming significantly stronger, and it might be a bit difficult.
So chains rather than ropes.
Yes, yes, definitely chains.
All right. I would after we finish up with Nazem, I would go and buy some manacles and chains.
Okay. All right. Do you want to look those up yourself, or would you like me
Yeah.
to give you pricing? I will put you completely on the honor system. Is there anything else that you would like to purchase or buy while you're out and doing stuff?
I took advantage of the I know a guy and got an extra shield and dagger and some extra arrows. I don't think I need anything else.
Okay. So I'll trust you to uh, check those prices and deduct your gold appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Muktitious,
Yes, sir.
remind me again what you're doing. You're walking about the streets.
Yes, I was looking for the provisioner at first because if I remember correctly, it was close to the port.
Yes.
So I'd like to stop in there for a bit.
Yar, how bees ya?
I'm doing fairly well. How about yourself?
Quite well as well. What do I have the honor of bestowing upon a patron this fine day?
Well, group of my friends and I happen to be going out and maybe some absurd adventures. I'm not quite sure, but I was looking to provision a bit, maybe gather a potion of healing or two, or if we happen to have any interesting items you've been looking to offload, I'd be interested in taking a look. Anything you think might be appealing to a traveler like myself.
A traveler like yourself. Hmm. Let's see. A traveler like yourself. Give me a moment to. May I look in the back to see if I have? We definitely have potions of healing. That is without a doubt. Uh, that is without a doubt within our provisions. But I need to check some things. May I have 5 minutes of your time?
I'm got plenty more than 5 minutes. Absolutely.
Okay. I will be right back. Let's see. And you hear him humming in the background as he looks through some stuff. And tell me, and what kind of abilities do you have?
Um, well, I'm not quite sure what you mean, but if, I don't know, this helps, and I do a little flourish with my mage hand, and then I do a little suggestion. No, never mind. But I do the little flourish with my mage hand and kind of like pick up something that, I don't know, let's say there's a countertop in front of me, I just pick it up and lay it back down.
Oh, that is wonderful. Okay. Huh. So, mhm. Yes. So I have some things. First off, we have, let's see. I have some potions of healing. There are about 50 gold pieces each.
Alright.
I have one potion of growth that is 250 gold pieces.
Mhm.
Now, are you interested in more of the tangible item?
Tangible. Um,
Well, I mean, I offered you potions, but some things that are a little bit more, how do you say, not gone as soon as you drink them.
um, you've more than piqued my interest, but a very quick question beforehand. The other potion you mentioned, what does that bestow upon the user?
It is, it's like casting a spell upon yourself, but it is a enlarged spell.
So it would make me temporarily stronger, physically?
Yes, technically. So it would allow you to cast the spell enlarge reduce, but the specifically enlarge. So it would make you grow one size, so you go from a medium creature to a large creature. And let's see, until the spell ends, you'd have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and the target's weapon also grow to match the new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the target takes an extra d4 of damage for that 1 minute.
Okay. Um, that potion sounds very interesting, but I look at to put it on the back burner. You mentioned other less uh productive items?
Yes. So we have, and he puts four items or four cases really on the counter. The first one, he opens up the case, and it is a set of goggles that look kind of like the. It kind of looks like a mask that looks like an eagle's beak. I call these eyes of the eagle. The crystalline lenses fit over your eyes and help you perceive things a lot easier, like an eagle would. It would give you advantage on perception checks specifically.
Okay.
The next one we have, and he pulls out this silver rod that has at either end the front half of a horse that comes up with like devil horns off the front of the face. And he goes, "This is known as the immovable rod. You place it where you want in space, and you click it into place, and it does not move."
Oh,
Interesting.
Okay, I see. I still have to work on you. If you're into some leather, and he opens up a case that has some studded leather armor in it, and this is the mariner's armor. It is studded leather armor. It gives you a swimming speed equal to your walking speed, and if you go down to 0 hit points, it makes it so the equivalence of like a life vest, and it just starts sending you 60 feet towards the surface while you're unconscious.
Okay, this is out of character. Are you able to wear a piece of light armor under medium armor?
Technically, but you don't gain any benefits from it at all.
Okay, but say I got this studded armor, would I still gain the benefit of like, oh no, I wouldn't gain any of the benefits unless it was my primary, correct?
Um, you would technically gain benefits, yes. I will say you are a sea elf. You already have a swimming speed equal to your
I have
walking speed.
walking speed. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So you literally, for you
Kinda,
personally, you do not need this.
okay.
Isn't there a
I
isn't there
kinda
a medium armor version
half
of that
kinda
anyway?
yeah, I have the breastplate that Stubbs gave me
Yeah,
that is pretty good medium armor. So
Yeah, it was.
I okay, Mook um very politely brushes this item off as not quite piquing his interest. Um and asks to see the fourth item.
and he pulls out this shield that has a very watchful humanoid face on it. This is known as the Sentinel Shield.
Okay.
While you hold it, as if you have a second set of eyes looking over your back, makes it much easier to be perceptive of anything and everything going on around you.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay, so this is out of character as well.
Okay?
Let's say I pick that thing up and I have it on my back, but I'm using the two-handed.
No, you still have to use one hand to have it. Um, but if you
Mm.
have it, it gives you advantage on perception checks, and I believe it gives you advantage on initiative as well.
Okay. All right. So this item has definitely piqued my interest. How much is this shield running for? Would you be willing to take a trade in?
What do you have to trade in?
Well, I have a shield of my own. Yes, it's rather plain, but It's a shield nonetheless. I suppose a gentleman like yourself might be able to find a way to make use of it. Maybe reselling.
I'll give you 5 gold piece store credit for it.
And what is the shield I'm interested in going for?
500.
Alright. I would like to purchase this shield.
All right. So 495 gold pieces, please.
Alright.
And how many potions of healing did you want?
I would like. They are 50 apiece, correct?
Yes, I'll give you. You just made a sizable purchase. So I'll give them to you for 40 each.
40. I will take 2
Fair enough.
potions, if that is appropriate. So that would be 80 total.
Yes, it would.
Alright. So, and then I need to. Can I just add the quantity of potions I already have? Is that
Yep.
okay? Um, and then the shield. That I'm actually.
That item
Wait.
under inventory, it's Sentinel Shield.
Sorry. Sentinel shield. Okay. Equipment. So can I immediately equip it? Is that
Yep.
okay? Okay. I think that's what I did, but let me check. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. And then I have to remove the other shield, correct?
Yes.
Um, is that through manage inventory as well?
Yep. If you just go to your inventory and you just scroll down to your regular shield and you can click on it, and then on the right hand side you'll see shield and you can delete it at like the bottom.
Ah, yes. Okay. Excellent. I do believe I did the gold correctly. I have 231 remaining.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Um, all right. Uh, I think I'm good character sheet wise.
Okay.
Should not go short.
All right. So you have geared up, so to speak.
Mhm. I am a little bit miffed. I'm still struggling with my amnesia. I am struggling with a lot of feelings I don't understand because I don't quite understand the person I was before, and I have not had an alcoholic beverage since I was resurrected. So I find my way to one of the taverns that um, Nazem mentioned. And I hope it's. I don't know if John or Stubbs mentioned where he ended up, but I don't know.
I don't think I did. I just went
It's
to a
otherwise.
tavern.
Also, well, actually, shoot, sorry. That kind of depends on my time frame, I guess, as far as leaving this establishment, the first establishment goes.
You
Because
leave this as
sorry.
oh no. You'll get there, but you kind of get a detour on your way.
Okay.
You see, you're heading towards an establishment to get a beverage, and suddenly a very heavily cloaked humanoid, kind of more on the slender side, just tackles you into an alleyway and produces a blade that looks all too familiar. How dare you walk around with with your blade out?
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Do you not know what you carry?
Not entirely. I don't have much memory. So as of maybe a week ago, that might be what I remember.
Do you not realize that you are one of the chosen ones?
The chosen ones?
One of his chosen ones.
Who is he?
Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm I'm really not quite sure.
Well, that explains how pathetic you are. Are hmm. Oh. 25 to hit you?
Oh, okay. My AC is 18, so
You take 12 points of slashing damage as she she stabs down into your breastplate and she turns and you hear this gut wrenching creak of metal. You shouldn't be representing lesser deities anyway. And cranks his sword and pulls it out, and you see down in the center of your chest where she pries open your breastplate like a can. An eye.
Jesus.
The eye that you see in your nightmares.
You know who it is. Tell
Do
me
you
who it is.
Do you see him too? Or have you simply stolen this off of someone else? Tell me now.
He has haunted me at least once before. Who is he?
It seems pathetic that you don't even know the one who grants you all your powers. But since you're ignorant, you are one of the children of Ugatoa as well.
Gatoa.
And we need to release him.
Release him.
He wishes to come back to the material plane. Did you not know this? That's why he gave us these blades. To find the components necessary to bring him back. To unlock his vault in the fathoms.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Are you going to be a vessel to Ugatoa, or should I claim this eye for myself now?
Depends on what is required to bring Ugatoa back.
Ugatoa. The eyes must be collected and reconverged. Each eye must be arranged like a puzzle at his vault.
And how do we obtain these eyes?
I can show you. That one is just barely going to hit you with an 18.
No.
That's going to be another 10 points of slashing damage as she takes her sword up again and goof, right into your chest and twists again.
Wow.
And like she's reaching down to rip the heart out of your chest, she rips this eyeball out. Is it clear now?
It's pretty clear. Please provide it back.
Are you going to serve? Or do I need to claim one more token tonight?
I'll serve. I'll serve.
And she drops it and it falls right back into your chest. And she pulls the blade out. She kicks the Bahamut shield away from you. I don't know if this is one of ignorance, or if you are meaning to be that disgraceful, but would lose the holy symbol of one of the other deities.
I didn't know.
And now you do. Learn from the nightmares. Follow the directions. Serve Ugatoa. Or you'll have all of us to deal with.
Fair enough.
And you see her whip back, and she takes what looks like a mug, and she rips a top off and pours an ale just like all over your wounds, and throws it down at your head, and walks away. And as you hear, as she goes around the corner, goes, "There's a drunkard that tried to a drunkard who has a bit too much. I think he wasn't quite sure what he was doing. I think he needs help up to his feet." And someone comes around the corner and smells you. Oh, you've had a day.
That's one way to put it.
And
So
this dwarf helps you up. Uh, Cinderswig. Block away if that's what you're looking for, or maybe look for a tavern or a temple.
no, send this way. Friend of mine mentioned it. I need a drink in this second life. Fuck it.
Did you leave the shield behind? Oh wait, you got the sentinel shield, and you disregard the kicking away of the shield. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Disregard
I'm
that.
definitely keeping that boy.
Yeah.
Can.
Sorry. But the breastplate is damaged. Like damaged beyond use damage.
Tis what it is.
So you might need to potentially shop or get something repaired before you head out.
There were a blacksmith in town.
There is.
Can I visit the blacksmith? See if I can get my armor mended.
So you're going to the blacksmith first. And the blacksmith just looks at you in horror. Um so hello, why are you still wearing that? You know that's doing you no good, right?
That's precisely why I'm here, actually.
And please tell me you're going to a healer after this of some sort?
Well, I assumed this would take a while, so I figured I'd drop this off here first and then go see a healer.
All right. Normally it takes me about a week to mend this big of a. How quickly do you need this back?
We've only got a few days.
I
Do
have
you think
multiple
you could?
days. 150 gold for the
Everything.
rush job, then.
Christ. Hmm. All right. I'll do the rush job. And would you mind telling me where the nearest healer is?
Platinum Platinum Sanctuary, 2 blocks up. Uh, depending on what kind of healing you need. If you need more of the mental healing, the Cinder Swig is less than a block away.
So 150. Can I pick it up in the morning?
Yes, you may. Tell me, just because the whoever came after you was, am I restoring the symbols of Bahamut upon this chest?
Will it? This is out of character. Will it retain the same general defensive bonuses or no?
Yes, he is purely asking you aesthetically. You have a standard breastplate.
Okay.
There's nothing magical about it. He's asking as because she definitely sent a big slash right through the symbol of Bahamut. So he is asking specifically aesthetics. Really is the question.
Why don't you merely mend it in whatever is left of the stains of whatever previous logo it bore? Let them stand.
Can do. I will piece it together the best I can with the time that I have available. We will see you in the morning.
It is much appreciated. Should I take the out of character? Should I take the gold out now?
Yeah, just take the gold out now. Because even if we forget this in the next day, you're still gonna have your breastplate. So
Okay.
I'm assuming your character is not going to forget to get their armor back.
Yeah, probably not. So I'm gonna head to that healer if possible.
Okay. Which you pass by Saber on the way, like Saber just leaving the Platinum Sanctuary, and he kind of looks disheveled and just like bolts past you, and you walk in, and again this silver dragonborn priest looks at you, and he sees you come in, and he takes one look at you, and he's like, "Oh,
I see you've met my friends.
there is so
Oh,
much
yeah.
to unpack here."
Can you please just give me a gentle mend? I'm not feeling too well.
Your body or your soul? As he kind of like twiddles this necklace that you have around your neck with one of the little eyes on it.
All of the above, friend.
Well, let's start with a little bit of amend. Um, don't forget to leave a donation on your way out. And that's going to be 14 points of healing.
Excellent. More than happy to accept that.
And sit down in the pews before you go off to do whatever it is that you're going to do next.
Sit down in the pews.
We need to talk.
All right. I like reluctantly head over to the nearest pew to keep it less awkward. Or
And
it's far out of as earshot of most people I assume would be around.
yes. And this priest comes and sits next to you. Tell me, you come in here seeking healing. I don't completely recognize that symbol, but I also don't recognize that symbol as one that's necessarily good. Are you on a voluntary path? And if so, do you have that much gall to come in here to seek healing from us?
If I'm being honest, I don't quite remember much more than a handful of days ago. Everyone I've spoken to is looking to me as an outcast. I've been attacked by strangers in the street in my first day in Stillben. And I'm not quite sure what's happening to me. I need guidance.
Guidance. Guidance. The Platinum Dragon seeks justice for those both strong and weak. We stand up for what is right and stand against tyranny no matter how big the opposition appears. When you're ready for that kind of commitment, when you're ready to reject whatever it is that consumes you as of right, then you may turn to us, but be ready for whatever route that you should commit to it. And be ready to reject whatever consumes you. I feel within the aura that besieges you. If you do take the righteous path, the path will be an uphill struggle the entire way for you. But that path will be the one you choose yourself.
Oh, your guidance has been much appreciated, and your healing as well. It seems as if the guidance I seek is within myself, and I need to sort out some things too.
You must have the courage to make the decision yourself. No one can make that choice for you.
Exactly. Good day, sir. Thank you.
Good day.
And I head out, and then I make my way to the is it the
The Cinder Swig.
Cinder Swig. I gotta get me an ale. I haven't had a drink since I've been alive. I've been stabbed before I got a drink. Like, Mook is seriously craving a drink right now. He's like, listen, mate, I've got amnesia. I've been stabbed. And I don't remember the last time I tasted alcohol, so I need a drink.
You meet up with Stubbs. Subtract 2 gold pieces. You eat well. You drink well. But you two both look like you had days. You have both had horrendous days.
Well, I'd have to say I had a better day than Mook.
John got roughed about in a good way. I got roughed about in the worst way.
Just saying.
You can both say you guys got probed in some way.
That's one way to put it.
So you guys meet up with each other. You blow off some steam. You have food, beverage. Is there anything the two of you specifically would like to talk about? Would you guys like to have a moment before we go back to everyone reconvening back at the inn?
We just sit there in silence, like, and look at each other, like, oh, you too?
Stubbs, I'm sorry I damaged the armor you gave me.
Oh, it's quite alright. What happened to you?
Attacked in an alleyway by a unknown person who claimed to know more about what's going on with me than I do, but I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what I trust at the moment anyway, so. But I
Well,
got
I'm
some
sorry about
feeling.
that. I gave you that Bahamut armor merely for utility, not out of your love for Bahamut.
It's effective. I appreciate it. Oh my god, wait. What time is it? Is there like a clock on the wall or something? Is that a
Oh,
thing? Out of
you
character.
look at your sundial watch.
Yeah. You want to buy a
There,
sundial?
there's a way to tell time, and you can tell that it's like getting later in the afternoon.
Okay. Stubbs. We were
It's
meant
about
to
6:30.
meet
Yeah.
Nazem for information along with Kibli and Saber. Do you think we should make our way back?
Fine, let's do that.
We kind of stumble our asses out the door because we're a little tipsy. We're a little tipsy. We're not trash.
Yeah,
We just had a couple of afternoon drinks. We're
yeah.
some
I
snacks like
I would have
charcuterie
seen my
type
friend and I
thing.
would have bought him around and.
And
All right.
we make our way back to yeah.
So you guys walk in. The three of you, Kibble, Stubbs, and Mook, you guys all come in at the tail end of Nazem talking to Saber, and at the same time, like dinner is coming in, so it's like all like serendipitously, like all coming together. That like awkwardly, how did we all have such perfect timing?
Mm-hmm.
But it happens, and you guys all come in, and Nazem has a ledger that's handed to him. He goes, Scott, Loxodon.
Yeah, that sounds
Um,
about. I believe that was the correct term for them.
would you guys all sit down to dinner? He goes,
I walk over to Wintermoon and I put the diamonds up to my eyes and I do it like glasses and I say something like, "How many of these did you want again?" I forget. And I just set them down in front of her and then I go and pull up a chair uncomfortably close next to Nazem.
Um. So the being you seek, he is he is back in he's back in Port Tamale. He is still there. He runs a ring of predatorizing fledgling groups. He finds desperate individuals that wish to seek work, usually without questioning the source of the work, and does, well, exactly what happened to you. He drugs them and sends them off to Dark Toe.
Hmm.
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 Well,
I
I'm
would
not really sure what I was expecting.
I would be wary though if you go back to Port Damali and attempt to confront him. He is quite capable with his fists and his legs. A martial artist of sorts.
Hmm.
So please do be careful. But yes, he runs a quite lucrative business back in Port Damali.
Elves probably wouldn't be hearing any of this because he'd be Senator Duckin and stuff in his face, but
Too Doug.
Well remembered.
I'm a man who knows my meats.
And as you guys continue on and you have your meal, um, Nazem Nazem throws a vial with a blue liquid towards um towards towards you, Mutitious.
Goodness.
Please drink this before dinner. I don't want you bleeding on any of the silverware or anything.
Eating on the silverware. I don't quite understand.
Yeah, he's squeamish around blood. That's all.
Hmm. All right. And Mook just drinks this drink, trusting Kibble and Nazem.
Which it brings you up to full HP.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Hey.
Oh, basic maths. Cool. Thank you, gentlemen.
Eh,
I feel much better.
No, I'm very glad. Tell me, is there anything else that I can help you all with before I take my leave?
Mm.
No, I think you've been very helpful. I'm glad that we have a partner who's such a good friend to you that you helped us so much.
I'm glad as well. Well,
If
yes.
we're
And I have
going to Port to Damali, is there anything that he would be interested in that area if we're heading that way?
arcane thing wise.
Stuffs.
Um, let's let me do some research, and I will get back to you before you leave.
So, what species is Scott again?
Loxodon.
Loxodon. Okay. How
They're
about
like
their
elephant men.
ivory? Is there ivory? I know. I remember the artwork from before of him. Is how about Loxodon ivory? Is that good for any arcanium?
That is quite cruel to.
That is a that is a
Um,
little
That was
grim because
so
they're
is
like
what he did to us.
other yeah.
Aye.
that is quite cruel, but I'm going to say no, thank you. But give me a night to see if there's anything else that I could want. And he is going to take his leave.
I guess. Oh well. I was gonna say. I guess I would show him the map, but I can always. I don't know. We can do that off screen or something. I mean, or
Uh,
if you type that out and put it in the Discord,
um,
because you said there was like locations and names on it or something.
yes. Uh, you catch him like right before he leaves with the map, and he's like, "Oh, these are interesting." And what's your interest with these items?
Oh, what's up, Doug?
I don't know. I I don't know. I was told this was a treasure map, but I have a feeling this is maybe you should show me more of this. Maybe we can go and examine this somewhere.
Uh, at some point, yes. I need to go take care of something, and also, and you see someone like kind of come over and whisper to Nazem and goes, there's someone from earlier that wishes to see you, Kibli, and
Yeah,
uh,
that's great. They can wait.
Yeah. No.
and and he goes, well, he is kind of a VIP here at the hotel, so or at the inn, so and and you see Big Red walk in. Nazem. Oh, and friends. Um, I finally finished taking full count of all the gold we owe you from earlier, and I was wondering if you wish to come collect with us.
This is Big Red talking.
Yes,
Who's he talking to? He's talking to Nazem?
he's talking to Kibli. I'm sorry.
I I thought I already had my money.
Oh no, there is more that I was that we have for you, and all of your big strong friends can come along
I kind
too.
of I kind of roll my eyes and I say, "Can you just bring it up to my room? I'm trying to have a chat here with my very special friend."
Well, it's in the vault. I need to show you the vault.
Can do we have? Is there like a waiter or something, or is there like a hotel staff?
Yes, there
Can I
are.
just can I just have them like can take this guy?
I don't think you understand. I own this hotel. I came specifically to speak with you.
I I'm off the clock at the moment. Can we pencil this in for the morning?
I would prefer not. I love how you're just so struggling so hard to keep staying on a date with yourself, essentially.
I'm trying to figure out how to bullshit this guy away from me.
I will not take no for an answer. It will only take a few moments of your time.
Fine. What are we doing?
Oh, all of you can come so you can help bring it up. We have some stuff for you.
If you own this, if I continue complaining about this as we go to do it. Like, if you own the hotel, why can't you just have your staff bring this up?
Oh, because I would rather show you.
Something feels off about this gentleman. I mutter under my breath to the rest of them.
Now it's it must be something good.
So, do you guys all follow along?
Can I bullshit my way out of this?
Not really.
Oh, then I guess we're
Like,
seeing
you
whatever
could,
this guy wants.
you can refuse, but the you can refuse. You can just be like fuck off and not go with him. But also, as far as doing it in the smooth way that you want to, no, he's not gonna take that.
Okay, then I'm begrudgingly following them, I guess.
Okay. And you guys go down to his office, well, more like a penthouse, actually. And he has artwork everywhere.
Of himself. I don't know why that was the first thing that popped.
Well,
that was just the first thing that popped into my head.
Of himself.
I'm sorry.
Probably.
There,
I just for some reason that was the first we walk in and it's pictures of the dude all.
Ooh.
well, there is. So there's one big painting that he walks up to show you, and it is a nude female tiefling, purple, white hair, with her back, her backside towards the facing
and like
for the
and like
artwork.
turning around 3/4 so you can see like an angle of her face, right?
Yes,
Like a pin-up tiefling.
and he goes,
You look
"Follow
back
me,
at
follow me," and he walks through the painting like it's a portal.
Bob on Battlefield all over again, boys.
Yeah, right. I
Hmm.
I roll my eyes and walk through.
I'll go with him.
Muctitious.
I'm a little reluctant, but I follow.
Saber.
Shields up.
Yeah, I ready my shield and head in.
And behind you guys, Peril and Winter Moon look at each other,
Oh, Daryl! I
and
forgot about
and
that.
and Winter Moon is Winter Moon just like rolls her eyes and is just like, "You fucking idiots." Okay, and goes through this portal where you guys now find yourselves in a cave. And standing on a platform, Big Red looks at you. Kibli,
Yeah.
did you really think that you could manipulate your way through this entire scenario?
If you're that mad about losing, which you lost fair and square, she's got your diamonds back. And I point over at Winter Moon.
It's her fault.
Nice.
Most of that went back to your staff anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dock it out of their pay.
But that was to go into my pockets.
I mean, it's gonna make its way back there anyway.
Morticious.
Listen, Winter, can you just give him the diamonds back? If that's
Yes.
what he's mad about.
I think it's more than the diamonds. As she's looking around, and Morticious, you're the first one to notice this, thanks to the Sentinel shield. What all of you guys are noticing, there's artwork, there is gold, there is a lot of treasure.
Ah, shit.
I will not tolerate. And by the way, as he's saying tolerate, his body starts to expand and his horns morph from pointing up to curling down and facing forward. And a set of wings sprouts out as his flesh turns black. First off, I'm not red. And your attitude will not be tolerated.
And I grab my something and I say something like, "Looks like we got a sore loser on our hands."
Ugh. And next session, we're going to start rolling initiative.
Oh, man. I love it.
Oh, I